Hey everybody, welcome to Owl Zone, a weekly sports update where we bring you the latest info and highlights on your Kennesaw State Owls. We're your hosts. I'm Danielle Jackson.
And I'm Savannah Pratt. Danielle, I can't believe this is your last episode of Owl Zone this season.
I know, this spring has been so much fun, but unfortunately, I have to prepare for graduation.
Okay, all right, enough of the tears. We have to move on. In case you missed any of the action from this week, we've got you covered. Let's kick this episode off with a recap of what happened this week in Owl Nation.
Track and field competed in the Virginia Challenge over the weekend, where they continued to set school records. On the men's side, Josh Mortar broke the school record in the decathlon with 7,402 points. And on the women's side, Davon Johnson set a school record in the long jump with a leap of 5.87 meters. The track and field team is set to compete again on Friday, April 24th, when they head to Hattiesburg, Mississippi for the Southern Mississippi Invitational.
Women's golf went on the road to Kissimmee, Florida to compete in the Atlantic Sun Championship. The team competed well all weekend long, but finished the tournament first of 8. The Owls finished 8 over par, 872 total, and are excited to bring home the championship title. Next, they will compete in the NCAA Regionals May 7th through May 9th.
The baseball team played host to 3 different opponents this week. On Tuesday, the Owls fell 9-5 to Jacksonville State, but bounced back on Wednesday to defeat the Georgia Bulldogs 2-1. On Saturday, the men opened up a 3-game series against Florida Gulf Coast. The Owls took the first game 5-0, but fell 6-5 in the second. Due to weather concerns, the series was not complete, but KSU will return to action on Tuesday, April 21st to take on Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Georgia.
Men's golf headed to Charlotte, North Carolina to compete in the Irish Creek Collegiate. The Owls finished the tournament up 3rd of 15, 4 over par, 856 total. Now they are competing in the Atlantic Sun Championship, April 19th through the 21st in Braselton, Georgia.
The men and women tennis teams traveled to Jacksonville, Florida to compete in the ASUN tournament this week. The women fell 4-0 to Florida Gulf Coast, while the men came up short in a 4-3 battle against Stetson. Congratulations to both teams on making it to the tournament and having a great season.
Softball swept Northern Kentucky in a 3-game series. They defeated the Norse 8-2 in their first game on Saturday and 13-7 in the second game. The Owls wrapped the weekend with a 14-3 win over Northern Kentucky on Sunday. Kennesaw State came back home to host FGCU in a doubleheader at Bailey Softball Complex. On Saturday, the Owls defeated the Eagles 11-9 in 9 innings, then continued their winning streak with a 5-3 victory in the second game.
The lacrosse team hosted Jacksonville this weekend, where they fell 19-3 to the Dolphins. The women will return to action on Saturday, April 25th, when they host Mercer at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Owl fans, we want to hear from you. So tweet us a pic of your favorite fan moment using #OwlZone and @KSU OwlZone.
And who knows, your tweet may just show up on Owl Zone next week.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at KSU Owl Vision to be the first to see next week's episode.
Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at KSU Owl Nation and like us on Facebook at Kennesaw State Owls.
That'll do it for this week's episode of Owl Zone.
I'm Danielle Jackson.
And I'm Savannah Pratt. And as always, go Owls!